Okay, now today we are going to do the exercise about the rectangular coordinate system. Now we have some revision for it. For this one, let's have a look. For this one, for point P, you will see two numbers. For the front of it, you will see x coordinate. And for the next one will be the y coordinate. And we call this one is the x-axis, and we call this one is the y-axis. And this one is the origin. And then this next one, quadrant 1, quadrant 2, quadrant 3, and quadrant 4. And then you must make sure that for any point lying on the x-axis, you will see the y-coordinate is 0. And for any point lying on the y-axis, its x-coordinate is 0. Okay, now I'm going to determine the question 1A. The x-axis and y-axis of the rectangular coordinate planes are perpendicular to each other. In Chinese, this one is called 互相垂直. That means we have a two straight line, and then these two straight lines will make a 90 degrees between them. Okay, now the answer of this one is 5-second pause. For this one, the answer is yes. You must have tick here. Because for x-axis and y-axis, that must be 90 degrees. Otherwise, we will find that it's so difficult for you to determine and explain the point. So for part B, the x-coordinate of any point lying on the x-axis is 0, and the y-coordinate of any point lying on the y-axis is 0. 5-second pause. The answer is no. It's obvious because I've told you that if you move something on x-axis, that means they are moved to the right or moved to the left. That means the one before is called x-coordinate must have some number because it moves some units. But for y-coordinate, you will see because it do not move upward or move downward, so that must be 0. So that means the x-coordinate of any point lying on y-axis is 0. And vice versa, the x-coordinates of any point lying on the y-axis is 0. They are interchange. So this one is not correct. Okay, number C. The origin is the point of intersection of x-axis and the y-axis. 5-second pause. The answer is yes. Because you can look at this. This is the x-axis, this is the y-axis, and the intersection is the origin. So this is O. So this one is correct. And this one, the coordinate of this one is called 0, 0. 3-5 and 5-3 represent the same position on a rectangular coordinate plane. The answer is 5-minute pause. A 5-second pause, not 5 minutes, too long. The answer is not correct. Because I've told you this one is called ordered pair. Last time. That means it represents different things. For this 3, it represents to the right 3 units and move upward by 5 units. And this one is moved to the right by 5 units and move upward to 3 units. That means they have different positions. So this one is not true. Okay, the point 1, -2 lies in quadrant 2. 5-second pause. The answer is, once again, not correct. Because, look at this one, you can look at here. For quadrant 4, you must have the x-coordinate is positive and y-coordinate it will be negative. And this fulfill quadrant 4. Because x is positive, this is positive 1, and y-coordinate is negative, this is negative 2. So this is quadrant 4. So if it must lies on the quadrant 2, so you will have the x-coordinate must be negative and y-coordinate must be positive. So this one will be first part of the review of what we learned in the last video. Okay, now we will go to the second video. Not second video, we go to the question 2. Write down the coordinates point A to E. Okay, now first of all, we go to A first. So 5-second pause, and I will tell you the answer later. Okay, the answer for A is, because from the origin, it goes to the right by 1 unit and go upward by 2 units. So the answer is 1, 2. Correct or not? If not correct, once again, for point B, 5-second pause. You can look at point B. The answer is, because it goes to the right by 4 units and go downward by 2 units. So this is 4, -2. For part C, you will see the answer by yourself first. 5-second pause. The answer is, you will see it go to the left by 5 units and go downward by 3 units. You will see -5 and -3. The answer is here. So for point D, 5-second pause is a little bit difficult. The answer is 0 will appear in Y coordinate, because you will see from the origin you will go to the left by 3 units. So X coordinate will have a number that is called -3. Y coordinate also have a number, but this time is 0. Next, for part E. So last time, 5-second pause. The answer is, you will see, we do not go to the left and we do not go to the right, even both side. So you will see the first number is 0. The second one you must have is that you go downward by 4 units. So the answer is -4. So let's check of the answer for these 5 answers. Okay, now we will go to question 3. For question 2, you will have to write down all these 5 coordinates. And for question 3, we are going to ask you that which of the points lies on the x-axis. 5-second pause. The answer is only 1, because this one is called the x-axis with the x. So only point D is on here, so the answer is D. Okay, so obviously for y-axis, 5-second pause. So the answer is point E, because only E lies on the y-axis. Okay, now we'll go to question 4. Circle the quadrant in which point A to C lied. And you will see point A, obviously, we have positive and positive. So point A lies on the quadrant 1. So this is 1. So the next one is quadrant 2. This one is quadrant 3. And this one is the quadrant 4. And now, so obviously for B, that is quadrant 4. And for C, that is quadrant 3. Okay, maybe 5 seconds. Okay, I give you 15 seconds to we check the question 2 to question 4. And now we go to question 5. I give you 15 seconds to read the questions. Question 6. You are going to draw A to H on this coordinate plane provided. So let's make it easy to draw it. First of all, I must put down the iPad first. Okay. For point A, now is 5, 3. That means we go to the left or go to the right. The answer is we go to the right by 5 units and go upward by 3 units. This is A. This is A. And for B, this is -1, 3. That means we go to the left, -1 units, and go upward by 3 units. This is B. And therefore point C, this is 4, 2. The answer is here. And then I give you 15 seconds. You can try the other 5 points, and I'll give the answer after 15 seconds. Okay, for point D, you will see 0, -2. Because with the x coordinate is 0, that means it must lie on y-axis. So this is point D. For point E, you have -4, 2. -4, 2. That is E. And then for F, that is -4, -5. That means you go to the left by 4 units and could go downward by 5 units. This is F. And for G, there's -1 and -4. That means we have left to the 1 units and go downward for 4 units. So this is G over here. And the final one is 5, -1. We have the 5 and we have -1. We have H here. Okay, we draw 8 points. And now, what I'm going to do is draw A, B, C, D, E, F, and G for question 6. So let me draw it. Let's have a draw. A, B, C, D, E, F, and G, H. Okay, now let's have a look. We have drawn these 4 line segments. In Chinese, this one is called Xin Du. This is not a line because line it will extend to infinity, 無限遠. But this one is only a part of it. So it stops at C and D. It stops at A and B. It stops at E and F. And it stops with G and H. Okay, the line segment is parallel. Parallel in Chinese is called 平行. That means they will never touch each other. If parallel to the x-axis, that means I'm going to find something called the horizontal line. You learn it in geography. That is 水平線. So the only one is called AB. Every time we use 2 points to represent a line segment. And then the one is parallel to y-axis. That means I lead a vertical line. 水直線. It's obvious for it. This answer is EF. And finally, the point of the intersections between CD, this straight line, in the point of intersection means in Chinese it's called 相交點. we have two straight lines, CD, and we have the next line, x-axis. That means this horizontal axis, x-axis, and we have the intersection. That means we have this point. It's called the point of intersection. You will see here. So how can you write down the coordinate of it? First of all, from origin, it go to the right by 2 units because it go to the right 1, 2. So the first number is 2, and it do not go upward, and it also does not go downward. So the answer for this one is 0 for the y coordinate. So we finished question 5 and question 6. So I paused about 15 seconds and I will finish this video. Okay, now thanks for watching. In this video, I hope that you have learned some exercise and some questions for this. Thank you.